All right, so happy Halloween, everybody. It is Sunday, October 31st. It is 8:45 in the morning, and back at Wade Creek. Today's swell energy is 250, which is awesome. Much better than yesterday when it was like 650. High tide is about 10, I want to say just a little after 10. It's about a 7.3, I want to say, tidal height today. Temperature is about 51 degrees. There is a slight breeze, so it's a little chilly breeze, but it's a little bit warmer than yesterday. Yeah, it looks pretty shallow here, but there's some crashing waves close by. So I'm right at the mouth. I'm gonna just try here and start working my way north. I'm only here for like 45 minutes to an hour. I just wanted to get in some time while the energy was low, because there's some monster swell energy days coming up, and doesn't look like a lot of chances to go fishing here in the next week and a half or two. All right, first cast here. Let's see how it goes. Man, what a gorgeous day again. A little more overcast than yesterday. That's why it's a little bit warmer. I think the clouds kept it a little warm. So, but man, what another gorgeous day. All right, let's go try our first cast. There's a really strong drift right to left. And right now, I don't see much of a drift at all. So, see how it goes. Catching conditions actually look pretty good because there's some crashing waves very close by, and there's no other waves out there. So, I'm hoping it's going to pull the fish in pretty close today. But again, I'm only here for a short time. I'm just trying to get in an hour before opening kickoff. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm a big NFL fan. Plus, I like betting on the games. And I got a fantasy football team. So anyway, let's see how it goes. Fish right off the bat. And this feels like a red tail. Oh, maybe, I'm hoping it's the surf's bringing it in. No, I still got it. First cast though, feels like a red tail. I can see it coming in on the surf. But that was a decent bite. Oh yeah, this is a decent one. First cast, top hook. Oh, let's get it in here. Yeah, because it fills my hand, which my fish rarely do. All right, so let's see. 12 inches. Yeah, 12 inches, first fish. Literally been here like 2 minutes. That was awesome. All right, let's get it back out there. There's a seal right here again. It was with me all day yesterday. So it's funny how it's back. And again, it's very, very close to the shore. It's probably one of the few times I've seen seals this close to the shore. So nothing on cast 2. This is cast 3. So I got a decision to make whether to go south or north. I usually go north, but I went north yesterday and didn't do very well. So I'm gonna try ooching south, I think, a little bit, see how it goes. But after the first fish, I had really high hopes because it came right away and it was a decent size. So unfortunately, no other action yet. Actually looks pretty decent, but you can see that it's pretty shallow and there's only a couple set of waves here. So I'm gonna head north. This is about my third or fourth cast on the south side. There is a drift here from right to left, but no action. It's funny how the seal's on the south side today though, compared to yesterday. He was on the north. Actually, I keep saying he might be a she. Anyway, the seal's here versus the north, so I was hoping that'd be a good sign, but again, no action, and I'm gonna head north in 2 more casts. I'm only about 20-30 minutes away from calling it. Been here about a little over 15 minutes. I'm guessing I got in about 6 casts. And again, only the very first cast that I have any action, and I got the 12-incher. All right, 2 more casts and I'm heading north. Okay, so I've been here about a little short of a half an hour, maybe half an hour. Got about 8 or 9 casts in. 3 or 4 of them, you know, on the north side. Then I tried 5 on the south with no action. Waves actually look pretty good on the south, and water depth looked really good. But I'm gonna go up north to the trees About another 15 minutes, put me about 45, and then I'm gonna bag it. But man, what another gorgeous day. And got a red tail compared to yesterday when I only got silver, so I'm a happy camper. I'll go try a few casts at the near the trees, but I'm gonna call it right after that. So I'm guessing I'm about 100 yards south of the trees. First cast here back on the north. I'm only gonna give it 5 casts and bag it. So we'll see how it goes. Now I'm gonna take one more cast after this one, but there's a really strong right to left drift here compared to any other place I've been. So it's going from right to left pretty fast now. The other interesting thing is, like yesterday, it seems as tide is coming in, it's still about 45 minutes to high tide, but as tide comes in, it seems like it gets a lot more shallow and the big waves are moving way out there again. So again, just contrary to what I would consider a logical consequence, which is as the tide comes in, you think the waves would get closer and it would get deeper. Okay, last cast on the north. I'm right at the trees. I'm gonna bag it after this cast. All right, so bagging it. Been here about 45 minutes, maybe a little bit over 45 minutes. Got it in about 15 casts. First 3 were at the mouth of the creek, and I got my one and only fish on my first cast. I then went south, did about 5 casts down there, total skunk. Came back to the north of the trees and did about another 6 to 7 casts up there, and again, total skunk. So 45 minutes, 15 casts, 1 fish on the very first cast, and that was it. Just going home to watch the games now. But man, what a beautiful morning. 2 days in a row where conditions were really awesome. Today was actually even better because, you know, you could stand in the water and not have to worry about getting knocked over at all. And again, the interesting thing is, you got closer to high tide, it seemed like the water got shallower and the waves were getting pulled out further. So, you know, it seemed like catching conditions weren't as optimal before high tide hit. So next time I come out, I'm going to look at coming out a little bit lower tide, maybe 4 or 5 feet instead of 6 or 7. All right, that's it for today. I don't think I'm going to be fishing for a while from watching the forecast. I might have to go pick a 1500 energy day to come out. So, you know, I don't usually like coming out on days like that, but when I see the other days they're 3, 4, 5,000. There's actually a 45,000 energy day coming up on the weekend, I think. So with those kind of forecasts, you know, you gotta make allowances. So yeah, I'm gonna look for 1,000 to 1,500 energy day. Hopefully there'll be something less than that though. Happy Halloween, everybody. And it was definitely a trick-or-treat day. Got to treat my first cast and got tricked the rest of the time. But man, it's still awesome living on the Oregon coast. I'm very lucky. But it's probably going to be a while before I go out again, because looking at the forecast, the swell energy is getting really gnarly. I think if I go out next time, I'm going to have to look for 1,000 or 1,500 energy day. And I don't usually like to go on 1,500 energy days, but you know, when you're limited, I see 3, 4, 5,000 energy days coming up, and actually saw 45,000 energy days. So I can't imagine what that will be like. All right, till next time.